everybody, see the response on how the bands work for each individual and the different color of bands, which we'll explain to you later. So right now, I hand the time to Vincent. He's actually the owner of this BRT medical center. Really? Practice center. Key Insight is actually a healthcare practitioner. So today we have the honor of using his place for us to share the benefits of using this band. So I hand the time over to him. You will start the presentation proper. I think we make it more interactive. In any situation you need to ask any question, I think he's more than willing to receive our questions and probably can answer your question on the spot. All right, thank you.
Okay, yeah, thanks, Vincent. I think most of you, I think I know a few people here like Krisa, Shirley. I met before? Met before, right? Yeah, met before Simon, right? Yeah. Then the rest I think I have not met yet before. Yeah. Okay. So show of hand who actually currently LiveWave user. Okay, yeah, because if that's the case, then I may make reference to LiveWave lah, and then why I actually get to use this band currently. And for those who are not LiveWave users, just bear with me if I mention some reference to LiveWave. Okay, so today's presentation will divide into two portions. The first portion will be on the product, the company, and the second portion will be very much on the rewards. So for those who actually want to stay behind to listen to rewards, you can stay behind. After the first session, actually you can proceed now. So basically the first part will be on the product and the company. So of course, I get to know of this product is known as the Warrenslove band. Okay, I get to know this product actually is only on the 10th of March this year. So it's just I think about less than maybe about 2 months ago. 10 March, right? April, May, about maybe 2 months plus ago. And actually, Tang is the one that actually informed Akiko told me that time I was having holiday in KL. And actually, I am a LiveWave user since 2022. In fact, I've been selling a lot of LiveWave patch to my patients. I sell about maybe 200,000-300,000 per year of LiveWave patch to my patients, mainly as a consumer, retailer, not so much as a building brand partner. So of course, having said that, so I know quite a lot about LiveWave, and it's a fantastic product. Okay. But then when I get to know this band on the 10th of March, I'm pretty surprised and quite excited as well. Let me share you what's the reason. Because it's a very advanced technology. You see, if you have been using LiveWave patch, right, you know that basically LiveWave patch actually use the photo modulation, which means they use the today I didn't put I put this some of the book. So they use nanocrystal, the white color piece, right, to store organic compound. This organic compound, basically, different organic compound, our body emit infrared. So our body emit infrared, this infrared heat on this organic compound, it will reflect back. So different spectrum of light will actually will do different function. So for example, AION will do certain function, X39 will elevate the copper peptide GHKCU, which interact with the stem cell. So because of that, that's how LiveWave patch. And the limitation of this LiveWave patch is that because the organic compound, right, the white patch, right, it can only store limited amount of information. That's limitation number one. And that's the reason why every light is actually a patch, like AION, glutathione, energy answer. Second limitation is that LiveWave, the organic compound itself can store information for a limited period of time. That's the reason why after 12 hours using, you need to discard every day, you need to change. That's the second limitation. The third limitation is that it's activated by heat. So this activation by heat actually is also quite a concern to me because I use by faith, But just imagine if assume that the factory manufacturing are done, the aircon breakdown. Okay, I'm not saying it will happen, aircon breakdown. Then the patch will be activated. So by the time it reach us, is it have been activated already or not since 12 hours? Then along the way when they transport, how can we be sure that in the process of transportation, they never exposed to heat? Because you can't control, right? Even even say transport delivery people say you make sure that you don't expose to heat. But then along the way, they can't control. You also don't know, right? It's maybe just go and take lunch, just park there and then deliver to you. So a lot of times it's by faith, that is always a concern. The third limitation, because when I actually sell to my patients, right, those patients like the patch, it's very good. But then unfortunately when they have allergy, they cannot use the patch. Okay. Then the fifth limitation is that the patch itself, as you know, that even though they say it's waterproof, but actually I go swimming, the water still seeping because it's not very tight, right? So it will drop off. just assume that's waterproof, but it's not sweat-proof. Why? Because anything from outside, it may not cause you to drop off properly, but then when you sweat is perspire inside, it will still definitely drop off. Which means that my wife actually, I said, you put the carnal stick, you can actually exercise and give you reduced lactic acid, as you know, counts reduced lactic acid, right? But the problem is that because it's sweat, right? So it drop off. So actually you can't. So because of that, that's why my wife said, in that case, if you exercise like 10 o'clock, in the morning, you normally after exercise shower already, then 12 o'clock put. Then 12 o'clock put, 12 o'clock, neither here nor there. At night you want to sleep, you don't put the airplane light on. So actually this is actually an issue. Of course, other than that, there are many other issues. Just mention just a few of these. So having said that, when I get to know this bank, I said that this is fantastic because why? This bank address all the issues. Later, when I go through presentation proper, most of the things that I just mentioned will be more going in depth. But now I give you a high level explanation of all this one. So this bank itself.
So you say when you got allergy, you cannot wear.
No, because some people is allergic to the patch. Yeah, so their skin either it become dry or become itchy or whatever. So this is actually an issue.
Effective if you put in the pocket or what?
Okay, they say that you can actually put on your clothing because the infrared itself, if heat only, it will go. But then of course the clothing needs to be tight clothing, it cannot be too loose clothing, no? And then also for clothing side, it may still drop off, So that is also one of the limitations. Okay, so having said that, of course, what I do is that I normally put over here, so I shift up and down, left, right, center, so that I don't put the same space. Okay, because of the dryness. I'll give not apply moisturizer. So this bank, when I get to know this, I say that this bank is actually there are two chip. Basically, the chip is holographic chip. Okay, and they use holographic chip to store information. Why holographic chip? As you know, the holographic chip can store a lot of information. Okay, and it can store information and represent in 3D. It can also store information for a long period of time. So that it address the limitation of the nanocrystal, which only store for a limited period of time and also store limited information. Okay, and this holographic chip is actually activated by our body electrical field, not by heat, which means that it plays within 3 cm from the body, within 3 cm, right? It activates. If it's more than 3 cm take away, it's not activated. And this band can use for 365-day continuous wearing. Okay, which means that you wear half a day, that means that it's more than 365 days. Okay, so having said that, it took away a few things. Not activated by heat, so you don't need to worry about heat activating it and then become rendered useless. It can store information, that's why it can store, can just imagine that all those light that is image on the patch are all stored inside. It's stored inside. I won't say all, but most of them is really inside. Okay, and then you don't need to change every day. 365 days. So the cost, is it reduced a lot? Okay, so of course, having said that, I need to think, what if the cost reduces a lot, $166, right, Sing dollar, then it's going to eat into my business, that 200,000. So should I actually in a dilemma? So of course in a dilemma whether should I actually embark on selling this or should I don't tell my customer about this. But being a practitioner, and what I want is actually the best interest for my patients, okay, meaning my client, my patients, right? Of course I want to give them the best value and of course the least cost possible. So it's a combination of both these and the patch that I use. I would say that then, based on my understanding, is that in that case, 50 to 90% of the patch will be replaced by this. Probably only 10-20% using the patch. So that is all. So of course, I come along this theory is that you want to earn money from the patient, okay, or from your customer, provided you can return them. Anyway, they are my client. So I said this, they understand. You see, because you cannot think you want to earn money from your customer and then not telling them the truth, not giving them the best value. After a while, the customer will run away. Why? Because when they don't learn from you, they will learn from other people. So I get to learn from people, they say that, oh, you don't tell me, okay, I don't trust you anymore. But it's rather for you, it's better for you to tell the customer, it's for them to make their decision, what they want. It's better that way than you don't tell the customer, right? So because of that, I actually make quite a painful decision, okay, as far as finance is concerned, okay, but a right decision in embracing this. Okay, then later thinking of how we can actually maximize the sales today, that's a separate thing. So, because I think that if you're in a monopolistic environment, then you can say that I don't need to care because even you price high, you don't care, right? But you're not in a monopolistic environment, you better be sure that you always give value to the end user, the customer. Then you can retain that. So that is the theory behind. So of course, having said that, I decided to actually embrace it. So this is the theory behind, the concept behind it. Okay, then later I go into elaborate why this is so good. Okay, so I'm going to go So roughly have an idea why I moved to registration. Of course, if since you're LiveWave brand partner, I think you will see another group of LiveWave people over there, okay, who when they slam me down and say that I'm a scammer, saying the technology, this that actually is not working at all. Come on. I cannot be a scammer, okay, because at the end of the day, please go and look in the technology behind the testimonial. How can you be a scammer? But having said that, they will always want to slam me down. Think of why this slide is very important. Holographic chip, in fact, is used in AI. Why using AI? Because AI need chip that store a lot of information and also very fast processing. And quantum chip is not good enough for the storage. The reason why AI chip they use holographic chip. So you can see the holographic chip is used, at least by the three major people like Huawei, the communication use holographic chip. Elon Musk, the brain computer interface, use holographic chip. And Warren Hencher, which is the founder of this Warren Hencher Bank, actually he also used holographic chip for this purpose of manufacturing the bank. Okay, and over here, the company Warrenslove is established in 2022, developed by 8Lab, based in US. 8Lab is actually developed in 2006. Later, share a bit about history using Scala wave bioinformation chip technology. Okay, so actually, this is a business opportunity, a new technology and trend that is 5 to 10 years ahead of the world. In fact, it's very advanced, way more advanced than phototherapy, and it has reverse aging capability, cellular degeneration, as well as wellness and vitality. Okay, so just some background about this Warren Hencher, the founder of this lab, as well as the Warrenslove technology. So Warren Hencher, he has 15 years of dedicated research in bioenergetics, focusing on the transmission of biological signal and meridian pathway. Established Health Research Institution in 2006, pioneering holographic chip technology to promote health by integrating traditional Chinese meridian acupuncture with Western medical technique. You see 2006, right? So just give you some background. In 2003 to 2006, Warren Hencher together with David co-found LiveWave. And in 2006, he left LiveWave, even though LiveWave is a good solution. The reason is because he see those limitations that I just mentioned. Okay, he did not openly mention those limitations. He just mentioned there's limitation. And based on my understanding on the Warrenslove bracelet, as well as understanding on LiveWave, in that understanding, I list down those limitations. And that limitation is based on factual. It's not criticizing the patch itself. And he left LiveWave in search for better solution. And what gives him the inspiration using chip? Because you see MasterCard, right? MasterCard actually got the chip, right? I said, in MasterCard use chip, mean the chip can store information for a few years, right? Counting. Why don't you think about using chip? That's when you think of what chip is the best chip. So he actually involved doing research of holographic chip. So that's some background to it. And then wondering, why is it that 2006 he actually set up 8Lab, right, to do the R&D, right? Then why is it only 2022? You see, only 2022, 2022, then he officially grant Global Attraction Energy Hong Kong exclusive global marketing rights for the revolutionary wellness product Warrenslove series that's researched by 8Lab that's established in 2006. This is only on the 25th of April 2022. Because Warren Hencher, he's not a business person. He's actually a technocrat inventor. So for a good 16 years, from 2006 all the way to probably 2022, maybe about 16 years, he has been selling using the distribution model in US. So he cannot globalize. Unlike, of course, LiveWave, David is able, at least for some business sense, able to use direct selling model. But in 2022, this gentleman called Zhang Zong, which is a businessman in Taiwan, approached Warren Hencher to say that, why don't we do something about this? I can help you to globalize the business, but you need to give me exclusive right, okay? Not that it's a joint venture company that's given an exclusive right to market this. So this joint venture company is called Global Attraction Energy Hong Kong as a holding company that hold Global Attraction Energy Taiwan, as well as hold Weikan in China. Weikan is actually a direct selling company that been in China for many years. They bought Weikan and then they use as a platform to do direct selling in China, because China need to have a license to do it, right? So we can actually sell in China. Then for 2002, then this Global Attraction Energy Taiwan owned Warrenslove. Warrenslove stands for Warrens Across the Feet as Love, which means bring Warren Hencher love to the world. That's their vision
statement.
Vision statement. Okay, vision statement. So Then in 2023 September, October, 2023, 2024, they do very well in Taiwan. Then 2025 they start to globalize, get out of Taiwan. That's why they go into China and go out of Taiwan. And 2025, my dear Upnai or Tang, my good friend, actually by the way, Tang, we both studied triple engineer. I later realized, actually we know for many years, later I realized actually he's my schoolmate. I studied triple engineer.
What is triple engineer? Mechanical, electrical?
She majored in electronics. She majored in control, I majored in communication. So that's our final in NTU. So that's our NTU.
You say nothing to do with what we're doing now.
No, everything to do with the engineering of things. The whole world is involved by engineering.
Okay, the reason why I try to share this is because we are actually both in the engineering side. So that's why when it comes to engineering things, we do quite in-depth study about it. We're not a salesperson per se. We actually go into R&D of the things. I mean, go into check out the background. So, and because of that, when he actually introduced me, last year he actually started on this, and then he started me to retailer. And then on the 10th of March, when he told me of this, right? So 10th of March I was in KL. Then I came, holiday. Then I came back. I was so excited about it. I came back. Then on the 20th of March, before I even joined, I actually contacted Warren Hencher directly through WhatsApp to verify a few things. Number one, you see that Warren Hencher actually owned the R&D, correct now, but Global Attraction Energy is Zhang Zhong, right? I want to make sure that they are actually, in a way, Warren Hencher must have some share in Global Attraction Energy, right? Then the commitment is there. Because what I don't like or I hate to see is that if it's an OEM, OEM means it's actually what label OEM. Okay, so because if it's an OEM, then of course there is this concern about. And then Warren Hencher confirmed that his family owned a major stake in Global Attraction Energy, and Global Attraction Energy owned Warrenslove. So basically, what I meant is not a loose relationship, actually an integrated relationship. And based on that, then end March, then I actually start joining. Okay, and then after that, I still not happy. I actually asked them to arrange for me to talk to the Global Attraction Energy, and then again when I talk to them, confirm that this is correct. I mean, what actually tell me and the management tell me is actually verified. Okay, then that's where I start selling to my patients. Okay, because as usual, normally what I do is I start using first. My wife use, my friend use that. I start to sell to my patient, and guess what? I sell my patient, right? Today I sell to them. The husband used it. The next day he texts me and said that the pain actually reduced a lot. The husband actually got this actually a cancer patient, don't mention name. So basically he has this autoimmune that trigger when he do immunotherapy. So he used it, and the next day he texts me and said that's fantastic, the product. Actually the husband don't believe all this thing. Every time when she come for treatment, the wife and the daughter do treatment, husband wait as usual, then don't believe. But the wife said want to buy for husband, and she buy for one, and the husband try, and then interestingly, you just don't see all the bank tests, right? So actually, husband want black color lah. I said I don't have black, only got orange. So it's just take orange. Orange also work. What I mean is that whatever color is still work one. Okay. And then after that, obviously, the next day, the husband called me, and then the husband become a member. In fact, they don't represent.
Yeah, was there.
Yeah, you're there anyway. Yeah. So. Once I school and the wife was become a member. Okay, that's sponsored by husband. Sorry, this one is a bit. Let me see. Okay. So anyway, let's talk a bit about the bank first. So this bank itself, right? If there's a small chip, there is a big chip, right? Okay. So the storing, the chip is the one that store the information. But what is the thing that actually used to extract information and transfer body? It's actually using longitudinal scalar wave. Longitudinal scalar wave. Longitudinal scalar wave, one is it they use longitudinal scalar wave. Longitudinal scalar wave is invented by Nikola Tesla that it can penetrate anything in the universe. Penetrate anywhere in the universe. Even Faraday cage also can penetrate. And they use that to do extraction and to deliver it to the body. And in this small chip itself, right, they have 100 over 中草药, but in the signaling form. They have also the full meridian balancing. As well, they have NAD+, copper peptide, resveratrol, and omega-3, and a few other nutrients in it. Do any of you know that when you do acupuncture, right? Acupuncture got like LU1 to LU11, and lung, and all that. So, when the acupuncture, they do the acupuncture, right? When they poke into the point, and then they reach a certain level, then they say, okay, you can feel seng, and then say stop, right? Actually, that is called, they call it goal or hook. Actually, every meridian point is equal to a frequency. Are you aware of that? Every meridian point is equal to a frequency. Which means effectively, when you do acupuncture, right, you don't need to do anymore already, because all the meridian points is equal to a frequency. Which means that if you run the full range of frequency, you actually can balance the whole body meridian. Actually, this knowledge I've been aware more than 10 years ago. You see the device at the back, the device, diamond shoe, the one at that device over back. So in that device called Crystal, there is a program, 100 minutes program, is do full meridian balancing, which my patient actually wear it on the belt here, and then they run the program, 100 minute program, right? You balance the whole entire meridian, don't need to do acupuncture. I'm stating this is a fact, I know this is facts. Just imagine the 100 minute program is stored inside this small chip. Which means that when this chip, right, basically your body is going through meridian balancing throughout.
So this one can replace that?
In a way.
In a way.
But of course, having said that, even this one can replace that, right? But the device itself got many things. The device got fitting program, then got many other chips that can add in. Which means that this pen may not be able to replace everything the device can do plus all the chip. So what I'm trying to say is that one of the program inside called Crystal is in this as well. So there always be overlapping. If not, then I will not be having that and still having this one. Okay. So in this three main thing, one is actually the full meridian balancing. 2 is the 100 over 中草药. 3 is actually nutrients like NAD plus, copper peptide, resveratrol, all those things, which means that it also can use for reverse aging. Okay, reverse aging. But NAD plus what? With copper peptide, right? When the X39 shot us about the activate copper peptide, GHKCU, reverse age stand for 8.5 years, correct or not? So it's inside. $166 after 5 days. Yes.
From an engineering standpoint, I'm not an engineer, but how does this chip is manually manufactured, right? It's made in a lab, the chip, right? To store this 草药 TCM 草药.
Okay, because the 草药is not physical 草药it's energetical.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Same question. Okay. So basically, do you know that I move aside first. I move to another topic first. Do you know all disease involves 7 levels? All disease involves 7 levels. Okay, the first level is a physical level. What is physical level? Our flesh is physical level. Okay, our bone is physical level. So you can see a chiropractor is physical level, exercise physical level. You see a dental surgeon is physical level. You see eye surgeon is physical level. Okay, that's physical level. Exercise physical level. Second level is biochemical level. What is biochemical? Drugs is biochemical. That's bad now. Okay, but you still need it for acute problem. Nutrients that we eat, that's biochemical. You need nutrients, like those are building blocks. Supplement is biochemical. Okay, so you can take ND plus, you can take NM, you can take glutathione, that level, right? Energetical level, talk about acupuncture is energetical level. Photobiomodulation is energetical level. Okay. What I do in my center is like using Barson therapy is energetical level. So when anything that's at the energetical level, we talk about frequency. That's why Einstein said that the future of medicine is a matter of frequency. Okay, so that's energetical level. So I'm wondering, then why is it that we have energetical level, you still need the biochemical level? If you can, the signal boosts the copper peptide, for example, to make more copper peptide, but you have no copper peptide at all, can you boost? Just like if your hand not there anymore, even how you heal also cannot repair the hand already. But if the hand, that maybe the liver is not totally gone, but it's there, weak, you can use nutrients to give it nutrients. You can use energy to boost and repair the liver. But the liver is gone already. No way you can repair. You get the concept. So it means that you need all of them. But of course, sometimes when it's totally gone, you can't do anything already. So you need physical, you need biochemical, you need energetical. Okay. So this is first 3 level. The higher part one, which we also have a machine called Tang Wei machine, or those who know about Healy, right? It's actually emotion. 4th level. Next one, 5th level, mental. Next level is actually soul. Then after above that is actually spiritual, right, outside the body. So chronic disease started from the highest level, cascade down the lowest level. But a lot of people spend money only when it manifests at physical level. So in the past, healthcare people only see physical level. But later people realize that actually biochemical level, that's why people start to take supplement. Then later they realize that actually energetical, that's why light wave control coming. DCNT, all this kind of coming. Then next time people will get to know that actually emotion, mental and soul is very important. But haven't yet. But the device already appeared 10 years ago. Okay, in fact, the time we found that these markers, we had the device here, we really have patient doing it. And that's using information fluid therapy, quantum entanglement. Okay, that one next time I talk about it. It's still not on yet. So, having said that, Having said that, so since we're waiting for that, you wear this one, right? Okay. Some people ask me 365 days. Then how can I know this band become no use already? Correct now. In fact, the band itself, when this small chip might actually last 365 days, but the bigger chip actually they emit the scarlet energy, right? This one can last forever, but this is one to deplete. Then how can you deplete? You see the lightweight patch, right? Lightweight patch, you can draw an lightweight patch, right? The nanocrystal you hit on it, you reflect, right? When you hit on it, it reflect. You like it or not, will the light still be reflected? Yes or no? Yes, right? Okay. So if you like it or not, the light will still send to you. But these are different, no? The signaling, the frequency of signaling is stored here, not the physical or the chemical is stored here, right? When you place there, right? Your body is very smart. When you need, then you can draw. You don't need, you won't draw one. Which means there are many things in this, but not everything he draw, and not everything is sent to you. It plays over there, When you need, then you draw. So when you're more chronic, you draw more, right? Yes. And you're more chronic, it may not last 365 days. Okay. So this theory is very, actually technology is actually very advanced. It's not, okay, phototherapy is nothing, it's nothing new because sunlight shines or body correspondingly. But the good thing is that David is so smart to know how to make use of the body infrared, okay, to hit on it and reflect back without having external power source and non-transfer. That is a very brilliant, creative idea using something that is not said very advanced. Okay, but of course the one part is how to make the nanocrystal able to have that organic compound to have this spectral light. That is actually his proprietary, which I respect him for that. But this is advanced in technology. I talk about technology, I'm not talking about creativity. That's creativity, very smart. But this is technology. So this technology is actually advanced in the sense that it actually uses holographic chip and it even use logical scalar wave to extraction and transmission. It's also able to put it there for you to draw only when you need it. You get my concept? Okay.
More trendy, and then it's all about technology. Yeah, that one is science. Means you use stones.
Yes.
So well, this
Correct. Yeah. That one using the material.
Using material, nothing wrong. Different concept. They do what they do lah. We do the science. Because this one got data. That one don't have data.
So back to this again. So basically, you see, actually I said luckily, of course, when I see I'm telling you luckily, Warren Henry is not a good salesperson.
Yeah, correct.
If he's a good salesperson, now I join Lightwave, it's like 20 years too late already. Like or 18 years too late. Because Warren Henry, he's not a good salesperson. That's why, end up, the opportunity is just right for us. You get what I'm saying or not? Just imagine, just sidetrack a bit. Lightwave, after they about 50-something million, 60 million in 2018, when they launched S39, right? From 2018 to 2024, right? They grow 2,000%, okay, to reach about $500 million company. And 2 years ago, when David in US, he said that he actually in Utah, the Utah is factory, right? Is able to produce 2 billion patch annually. And then based on the projection, right? Last year, Lightwave based on last year's statistics revenue, right? He's ranked number 13 in the DSN. DSN direct sales news, and the year before number 22, the year before about 40. Okay, so with the current exponential growth, right? Potentially he can actually bypass or overtake Amway, which is about 7 billion. Okay, that's number one, right? Not number 13. Based on that trajectory, right? It can be a 7, 8 billion, even 10 billion company in 5 or 10 years. But now, to be honest, I can tell God, see this year, I can comment on, see this year revenue, next year, whether will it be 30 or drop, confident will drop.
I thought this is Singapore sales very good.
Bullshit. Register, I said bullshit. No, register, I said bullshit. Okay? Don't worry. You can see for yourself the statistics. Okay?
Million they say.
Singapore, that is based on last year. Last year, complaint change yet not? Not yet, right? Last year, GST improvement yet not yet, right? Okay, but anyway, put that aside. Why I say that? This revenue for Warrenslove, right, is only talking about 20-30 million as of now. With 20-30 million as of now, and if it's able to take away 50% or even 80% of business, with that trajectory growth, what does it mean? It means huge potential, right? And in fact, today in Singapore, probably less than, maybe with under 10 is maybe 400-500 distributor under my side. Okay, maybe about 80-something distributor. Okay, 80-something so-called distributor, but active distributor is less than 30 or maybe 20 only. Okay, and in fact, some of them are here. With your hand, you can count. And under 10, those 300 over, most of them are not builder. So just imagine outside Taiwan is so little, no, and maybe Thailand a bit. So how early is the opportunity? That's why you know why I'm so excited. I'm really prepared to give up that. Okay, that's the thing. I tell you, how can not be excited? The opportunity is huge, right? Okay, so some of these already repeat. The perfect combination of Eastern and Western technology. Why Eastern? Because of meridian system, right? Combine traditional Chinese medicine meridian system with long-chain scalar wave technology responsible for DNA and intercellular communication. So the meridian system I already mentioned to you, right? The full meridian balancing is already in the chip itself. So vibrate over 100 million times per second, continuously activate for 24 hours, non-invasive, safe, and 86% they use the bank and they find that they see result. They see experience good result. It's not a big technical, so I leave it out. So basically, logical scalar waves is invented, discovered by Nikola Tesla. Okay, so what is logical scalar wave? Logical magnetic scalar wave is a hyper-energy 5-dimensional wave with oscillation direction parallel to the propagation direction, carrying the 5-dimensional cosmic resonant frequency, the energy form of the essential level of consciousness, and can penetrate anything in the universe. Okay, and it can also extract data and modulate the frequency of method onto the holographic chip. This is logical scalar wave. So basically, this is to show that actually that is the future of technology. And this 这样子纠缠啊，叫我纠缠okay. Okay, so what does it mean? You know that when two proton entangle, you split them, right? You do something one proton, the other proton also will happen. Okay, so what it meant is that when you why I mention about this, because there's one technology that is not being mentioned apart from those things I mentioned, right? The meridian system balancing, the 草中草药, the neutrons in it, right? And also able to remove the EMF radiation, right? On top of that, there's also something that is constantly updating a certain frequency with the universe, and through quantum entanglement information field. But that one can leave it aside because it's a bit cheap, so don't bother. But that is also in this. Okay, so what is the thing that is actually entangled to our body? Just get a what is the thing entangled to our body? The thing that entangled the body is actually behind.
No wonder some of them wear a striped body,
No, the one is because I Christian. So okay, so basically the thing that entangled our body is actually our blood. Do you know our blood is entangled our body? So I always jokingly said that those people last time they do the witchcraft, right? And then they say they do something, then after that something happened, right? Actually, last time they talk, this person so actually it's just science. Okay, it's just that last time they cannot prove, but now science already proven that quantum entanglement happen and they can travel through the space through information field. Okay, so this is also in it as well. I mean, talking about the power updating the frequency. So the one we leave it just to let you know that how advanced is this technology. Okay, so basically this is to recap what is in the chip. I already covered this part already. I also covered this part already, logical scalar wave. I covered this part holographic chip, which is the data determining. In fact, holographic chip, the data determining biological signal through scalar wave is embedded in the chip. When placed at acupuncture or unique electric field characteristic will transmit through the logical scalar wave, naturally regulating and restoring the flow of the energy and balance. And they also have the full meridian balancing. They also have the 中草药. The only thing that is not shown here is actually the nutrient, copper, petra, NAD+, all those things. And you know why NAD+ is so important? When we're young, NAD+ is 100%. But when we are 30 years old, NAD+ is only 50%. When 25, when you're 40 years old, NAD+ is 25%. When always get lesser. So NAD+ is very important. It is the one that actually power the cell. You know, it's just like it's like electricity that power the cell. So NAD+ is very important. Without NAD+, actually, we cannot function. A lot of problems actually due to not enough NAD+. So of course, what it means is that you can reverse the age through increasing NAD+. And at the supplement level is of course using the product AKG alpha-ketoglutarate. So 100% natural, enhanced condition, improve energy, no injection, no drugs, no chemical, and waterproof, sweat-proof, lightweight, and skin-friendly. Actually, it's really very lightweight, you know, because every morning I take my weight on you know why? Because every morning I lose weight. My daughter get married, so I need to lose weight, right? And I wear it, I didn't wear it. Frankly speaking, no different. My weight is still the same. So it's how lightweight it is, right? Well, some people ask me, should wear this and go and have a shower? No, of course not lah, because after shower it's so wet anyway, so no point ma. Okay, so this is to show that aging, insomnia, pain, performance, 三高, vaccine, radiation. On the pet also can wear. My cat actually wear this. I can show you. Huh? Then my
Then you have the picture.
I show you my.
You'll be so active. Melatonin.
Where the cat wear?
Try.
Body 也是可以的啊，
I show you. This is my children cat.
挺可爱。
Why you wear the black one? Because recently just about last month wow, jialat he now have to do what? No, have to do he diabetic injection. Hey, diabetic do injection. Then the right kidney I use the contact and when check the machine check right kidney got issue. Then I also run remote therapy to treat him. Just imagine 2 weeks $8,000 Morning 200 and night 300 overnight plus injection 1 day 800 Wow, so expensive. Then you wear this one maybe don't need to see the vet so often Try not. Why not? $166, 365 days, right? Work lah. Cannot then take it as a decorative stuff, but it should work.
But how old is your cat?
My cat.
Cat's supposed to.
No, he's still not that old.
Sometimes got the leg nature.
No, but this one still not that old. He's still quite. It's just that why?
You get too attached to the
he
cat.
quite. No. I actually not my cat. My children cat. Actually, I don't really like that one. but the thing is this because he eat 变不了了，讲变不了。That's why the kidney wow, all the. Then this cat very fat one, very lazy.
All the bird nests that the cat has been eating.
So, but I try to share with you what is another business of opportunity is that you can actually the grooming center they can actually they can sell it to their customer as either bank or whatever is the customer just imagine you manage to get one the grooming center go and sell the customer wear it right and then they don't go and see the vet that often that's already then the grooming center will become retail customer of yours right retail customer of yours mean what you sponsor them or you'll be time with you that show the reward. Okay, so basically show that before using the cell phone, this is situation, 15 minutes you see information, and this one can actually help to reduce the information. Okay, this will show that actually when the bank also improve the blood flow, the blood flowing. And we are constantly exposed to EMF radiation, and this will show that actually children actually are more easily exposed. Okay, and my children, everyone wear. The primary 1 also wear, primary 2 also wear, primary 5 also wear. Then my 26 years also wear, 29 years also wear. My wife also wear. But then, okay, and then the primary 2 just give sidetrack. My primary 2, I got 5 children. The primary 2 kids, right? You know what happened now? She wear the red color, she choose red color because she learned taekwondo and football, right? Then you go to school and the teacher said cannot wear accessory.
Correct. Yeah.
No lah, not yeah lah. Yeah.
What I'm saying is the school has the right to say you cannot wear accessories.
That's why I cannot be a
you
school.
must accept.
That's why I cannot be a good
The
role
school
model.
has
Standardization.
yes. They have
It's not
reasons.
differential.
Got nothing to do with the performance. You must understand.
Yeah, let me share you this one I said Miss Low, this one Miss Low. This is on the 22nd April. The Warrenslove band that you sales wear is a health benefit band. I sent all the information. Okay. And I said I'm a naturopathic physician. I asked my son to wear the band for his health benefit. They said yes, understand the purpose of the band. As is a school setting, such accessories are not allowed. You can let him wear in other form that's less conspicuous. I said this band is not an accessory. It's just like POSB smartwatch is also not accessory. You think about it. He said cannot wear because he see as an accessory. But see as a necessity he can wear. The smartwatch that they wear is a necessity they allow to wear. Then this bag is a necessity why cannot wear. So it's because they do not recognize the importance of it, the value of it, that's why they say accessories. Today you wear a bangle, that is no reason. That is different thing, but this is so anyway, I go and tell her, definitely what guess what? Actually the teacher interested. Then I send her the information.
Teacher, under a lot of stress.
No, but I very nice. I talked to the teacher. Then the Chinese teacher and the math teacher said you can wear. Then my son said, how the math teacher said can wear the Chinese teacher said can wear, English teacher said cannot wear. So finally conclusion is that then the English teacher that time you take out lah. Then the math teacher so anyway he wear. No, because at the end, why I want them to wear? Because there's also a lot of EMF radiation in school lah.
Does that mean that you don't send your children to school? No, you have to move on and come out next time.
Sorry. Okay, so this circulation test, okay, hand feet easily cold, so you wear this, improve circulation, then one information test, okay? Okay, this is actually the band.
Colors.
So basically, all the content, signaling content is the same, except that the purple one got more thing to reduce the stress and actually calm down the system and better sleep. The purple, red one is more for athletes. So if you don't like any of the purple color, red color, you can actually take any of it. This is called the vitality range.
Which is the general one, the regenerate, is it?
All of them they
The
can
earlier
reach.
slide, please. The earlier slide.
Which one?
That's on the previous slide.
This one.
So basically, you wear according to what you need to. You think that you want to repair or regenerate a cell, then you take the purple one. Am I right to say? Like
No.
the
No, this one is not this one. This one, not.
it's only color,
This one no bother. This one actually doesn't match with the color one. It's just
Is
show
it?
one. Yeah. Okay. So basically, when they invent this Warren Hencher, he only had 3 categories.
Okay.
This category is for sportmen. This category for people who actually have sleeping issue or people with concentration issue or more stress issue. Then these category are the same. This is by Warren Hencher because the signaling content inside is the same for
It's the
this.
same. Okay.
But when in Taiwan, right, the TCM physician, when they start to give it to the patient, they discover that different color actually can skew different organs. Like just when you do the test, right, they show the different organs. Then why is it so? Okay, you know that different color will emit different magnetic field. Okay, no? Different color emit different magnetic field.
Magnetic field.
Okay, so
Frequency.
even though the signal content is the same, but if filter together with a different color magnetic field, it's skewed towards different range of organs. And it so happen that when they in the functional circuit, right, actually different color when they put it, there's a purpose for that range of organs. Okay, hair organs. That's the reason why end up, even though it's the same one, same content, but when they use gray, it's better for lung and large intestine. When you use green, it's actually better for liver. But having said that, if you don't want to follow, you just put any color, it still works. Just like I told you about the patient running orange, I give it to him, it still work. Okay, so actually, if you don't complicate the matter, then just tell them to choose any color they like. Yeah. But if there has to be a problem, then don't use red. Okay, and the most safe one is actually purple.
Yes.
Sure, correct one,
everything
purple.
correct.
Yes, purple, sure, correct one.
Purple, your lucky color.
But this one got nothing to do with 4D. Nothing with 4D. Wear purple, say purple. Some people wear purple. Okay, this one is actually talking about reverse aging. And they start talking about this one have a gastric ulcer. You see, a convection is better because when you have issue, you cannot sleep, definitely you have a lot of fractures. Okay, once you're able to sleep, then things will be much better. And this one is actually after the injection, right? The lung form there. This is, to me, one I feel very much probably is water retention. That's why the lymphatic system issue. That's why you got this issue. Okay, and then this one quick one. This is actually a diabetic patient. Of course, these people, they don't just wear one band. Okay, when it's very chronic situation where acute situation, you will want to wear more band so faster. Okay, and this one is another brain hemorrhage. Okay, you can see that after it's able to, he wear 10 band, I think, for 20 days. So it's pretty good recovery.
All this is Taiwan one.
Taiwan one, yeah. But Singapore already start to have a lot of testimony already. So this one is actually because of the vaccine harm, the mRNA vaccine harm, and then is able to speak better and walk better. Okay. So yeah, that's all for the first part presentation. Yeah, sorry for the just now.